One of the biggest struggles for entrepreneurs trying to achieve success is time. There's not enough of it. You're stuck in the weeds doing too much. You definitely don't have time to be chasing down office supplies or tech gear from 5 different stores. That's why there's Walmart Business. With one free account at business.walmart.com, you get access to a huge selection of business essentials, from cleaning supplies and office tech to workwear and even fresh food, all at Walmart's everyday low prices. You can set up multi-user accounts for your team, automate your orders with subscriptions, and even track spending with built-in tools. Your stuff can be delivered, or you could pick it up at your local Walmart. Want to make things even easier? Well, with Walmart Business Plus, you get free shipping with no minimum, rewards on large orders, and powerful spend analytics to help you make smarter decisions. Walmart Business is built for entrepreneurs, saving you time, money, and hassle so you can get back to what matters, growing your business. Sign up today at business.walmart.com. Terms apply. Looking to diversify your business portfolio with a high-growth opportunity? Discover Mathnasium Learning Centers, the #1 math-only education franchise. For more than 20 years, Mathnasium has triumphed in a booming multi-billion-dollar tutoring industry with over 1,200 centers worldwide. Ranked on Entrepreneur's Franchise 500 list for 11 consecutive years, Mathnasium is low-cost, recession-resistant, and offers significant growth potential in an expanding market. The demand for math education is skyrocketing, driven by declining math scores and the growing need for STEM skills in today's workforce. What makes Mathnasium a smart investment? Affordable entry point and quick build-out time. High-earning centers with 7-figure annual revenue, industry-leading 30% plus average profit margins, and it's a trusted brand with high consumer satisfaction scores. And here's something extra. They're offering a 25% discount on the franchise fee for former teachers and veterans. So whether you're expanding your franchise portfolio or making your first investment, Mathnasium gives you the systems and support you need to succeed. Get your free franchise information kit at mathnasiumfranchise.com or call 888-763-2604. That's mathnasiumfranchise.com or call 888-763-2604. Hey everyone, welcome to another snack-sized episode of our show, How Success Happens. I'm Dan Bova, writer and editor here at Entrepreneur. So we all do a lot, but this week I got to talk to someone who really does a lot and then somehow finds time to do even more. So you know Eva Longoria as a powerhouse actor and creator in Hollywood. She's a star of a million things like Desperate Housewives and Only Murders in the Building. She's the director of Flamin' Hot, the biopic of the creator of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. But she's also built an incredible business empire that spans everything from tequila to a production company to multiple soccer teams. For that reason, Eva was on the cover of Entrepreneur Magazine's 100 Women of Impact not too long ago, because Eva is not just about making herself successful, she is all about empowering others to succeed. And to that end, she teamed up with Lenovo on their Backing Every Business program, which offers tech packages tailored to small businesses, mentorship training, and a global network of entrepreneurs. So we get all into her passion for helping entrepreneurs and how this partnership with Lenovo matches up with that passion. But first, I wanted to get a little bit of a pep talk because running a business isn't easy. So I asked Eva for her advice for anyone out there listening who at this moment is feeling overwhelmed or stuck or just wanting to throw in the towel.
Usually, if you're an entrepreneur, you have tenacity, you have tough skin, you have a passion. You're cut from a certain cloth if you're an entrepreneur. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs' mentality is every mistake is a lesson. It's not the end of the journey. It's just a lesson to learn from, something to improve upon. Customer feedback is exactly that. Complaints are customer feedback. They're not complaints. They're like, oh, how can we be better? How can we do better? How can we better serve our community? How can we better make this product? And so I think, that question, when it's like, oh, I give up, it's probably somebody who's exhausted the infrastructure that they've tapped into. And so I always encourage people to look far and deep into their networks for support, for advice, for learnings, for other experiences that they may or may not have gone through themselves. We can really learn from so many people around me. I've had mentors in my life that I've never met. Whether it's a YouTube series, whether it's a podcast, whether it's books, there's so much information and mentorship that is available at your fingertips that sometimes we just don't really access. And so I think that's what I would tell somebody who's probably at the end of the line is like, you're so far from the end of the road.
Okay, so Eva's had so many big partnerships over the years, and I'm sure has a lot of opportunities. So I asked her, how does she decide who she wants to work with?
That's a great question. Honestly, I've been really lucky to have partnered in my life with a lot of brands that are really authentic to who I am. I've been with L'Oreal for 22 years. I believe that's because, we share this same passion about making sure women understand their worth in life, not just buying makeup and hair care, but like reminding women you're worth more and understanding the value in their job and their families and their communities. And so I guess our purpose really aligns. I have a lot of experience to speak across business and culture and community. As an active entrepreneur, this program, when it was presented to me, I was like, oh my God, this is my life's work. This is what I do with my foundation. I help Latinas reach their full potential through entrepreneurial programs and educational programs, but the entrepreneurial side is really the most exciting part for me because, the Latino community in general is obviously a big engine of the U.S. economy, but Latinas specifically start small businesses 6 times the national average. And so I've always been looking for partners to help further this idea or help close the support gap that they might not normally have in building their businesses and really trying to unlock their potential. So it's always about purpose. Like, what is the point of doing this? And is it really going to move the ball forward when it comes to creating not only effective change, but sustainable change?
So Eva has obviously had massive amounts of success in her life, but I wondered if she would talk about those times when things don't quite work out the way you want them to. Has Eva Longoria, like the rest of us mere mortals, had her share of failures in her life?
So many. You don't even have enough time today to go over the amount of failure I have experienced in my life. Whether it was like in 8th grade, not making the choir, to not getting into colleges I wanted to go to moving to Hollywood and probably being in the industry with the most rejection out there, not getting parts, not getting seen, not getting an agent. I mean, there's so many things. And I think it all just fueled me to move forward. But that's my personality. I really learned from the rejection as a whole, like, was I not prepared? Let me try this again and be more prepared. Or was I so prepared and rejected where I might think like, let me not go down this pathway. I actually started out as a producer and fell into acting and felt limited, felt like I wasn't reaching my full potential and getting rejection sometimes. And I thought, okay, if the end goal is storytelling, there must be a different path to doing that. And that's when I got behind the camera and became a director and created my own opportunities and told my own stories, was because the end game was still to be a storyteller. I just went about it a different way. And so that rejection can sometimes teach you're just on the wrong freeway.
And finally, I wondered, how does making a movie compare to building a business? Are they similar, or is this an apples and oranges situation?
Pretty similar. I mean, as a director and a producer, it's such a collaborative process. And so I think same in business, it should be a collaborative process. In business and in the creative industries, you should not be the smartest person in the room, but you should definitely surround yourself with smart people. I'm not a lighting technician or a cinematographer, but man, do we have intense conversations about what I want the scene to feel like. And the same thing with my soccer teams, right? Like, I don't know who to put on the pitch or who to start this game, but I do know other aspects that I can contribute. And so being at the table with all of these different points of views and opinions, and part of that collaborative process is not only necessary to succeed. That's the fun part. That's the part that is the most exciting, is the collaboration.
Love it. Get out there and collaborate. Make something great or make something that falls flat on its face. Whatever you do, you'll learn from and you'll come back 10 times stronger the next time around. Thanks so much to Eva, and thanks to you for listening, rating, and subscribing, and commenting. Remember, leave a comment or send an email directly to me at howsuccesshappens@entrepreneur.com. Like listener Rich G did, who wrote in about the episode with Michael Petrie, the creative director of Golden West Boots. Rich writes, "Thanks for the inspiring words, Michael, and for the helpful hints for getting out of prison in Southeast Asia." Thanks, Rich, and if you want to know what he's talking about, check out the episode. All right, snack time is over. We'll see you next time.
At CLA, we're in your corner and on it. We coach tax strategies and Little League first base. We help you adopt AI data tools, and we adopt rescues named Buddy. We walk your factory floor and jog the local 5K, though sometimes we walk that too. Wherever you're coming from, we're right there with you. Wherever you're going, we'll get you there. CLA, CPAs, consultants, and advisors. Learn more at claconnect.com/withyou.